God will make your name great, but you must be a blessing. Making your name great is the work of God. He will do it. He's committed to doing it, and He's going to do it. No one of His children that He purposes not to make great. Genesis 12 and verse number 2. But of course, we can pick it from verse number 1 so that you can understand. Now the Lord has said to Abram, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred, um, and from thy father's house, and to a land that I will show thee, and I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. So I want you to understand this, child of God. God is in the business of making his children great. He plans it. He wants it to happen. He wants to lift you. He wants to do it for you. Listen, when you hear me tell you that, it is good for you to understand that the man talking should not even be talking to you about these things. You should be the one preaching to him, because I was picked by God a few years ago, from literally from the garbages, because I had already, gone to a place where there was no remedy. I was going down the drain very fast. I was in drugs. I had been bewitched, and I was dying because there was a lot that was happening in my life that could not be even explained. But the Lord picked me, and He visited me twice. Once when I was 12 years of age, and then when I was 19. And He came to me, appeared to me, and then He spoke to me, and He told me that He is more powerful than the devil. And then today He told me that He is in the business of making His children great. I don't know what kind of a gospel, what kind of a good news you received. Did it include, the understanding? Did the preacher tell you that God is planning to make you great? Did the preacher tell you that when you get saved, God is planning to make you great? Did the preacher make it clear to you that the reason, the purpose for which God has saved you is to take away burdens from you? It is to take away the yoke of slavery from you. It is to give you an anointing that breaks the yoke, breaks every generational curses, breaks every plan, every scheme of the devil, crushes everything that the devil is banking on. And then God begins to walk you in a pathway of making you great, and delivering you to a place where you can begin to win and to be victorious day in, day out, because God is above all. And when He begins to live in you, He brings you to a place where you are above all. But He spoke to Abraham in Genesis 12 and verse number 2, that He said, I'm going to make you into a great nation. Then number 2 is going, to make His name great. And then He said, you are going to be a blessing. I want you to see the rendering there, because it is going to help you to understand what you're talking about. That God says, and I will make of thee a great nation. It is God making it. It is not you trying to make it. And I will bless thee and make thy name great. That word bless you is empower you to succeed. I will empower you to succeed and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. That is a command. Many people read it the way I've been reading it before. I have been reading it like He is going to make you a blessing. But I understood that He is making you a great nation. He is making you, He is blessing you or empowering you to succeed and making your name great. But when it comes to being a blessing, He says, and thou shalt be a blessing.